All right. I will try to be quick. I know we don't have a lot of spare time, especially mamas with babies. The babies dictate the schedule. But anyway, I was trying to think of a topic for tonight, and I didn't really necessarily hone in on like one specific category, because like I do feel like I kind of talk about the same things over and over, but I might be all over the place tonight, but bear with me. I kind of want to just say that I had one of the coaches ask me about like, what do you do to be successful? And to be honest with you, I mean, granted, I'm not making 20,000 a month yet, but I'm pretty new in it. But I would say that, to just start out, I feel like I'm being pretty successful. So regarding that, I would say it's not easy, but it's simple. The concept is simple, and what you have to do is very simple. So when you hear me saying the same things over and over, it's because they're all of the same simple ideas, simple tasks that you do every day over and over, which reminds me to say that that's like the compound effect. So if you haven't started the compound effect, which is personally my first recommendation for personal development, you need to be checking it out. Even if you can listen for 10 minutes a day to the audio in your car, while you're doing dishes, while you're taking a shower, whatever, you can download it for free on your phone. If you need more info about it, message me. I'll tell you how to. The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. It's in the file section of the Commit to Fit team page. And he just talks about how the little things that you do every day add up over and over. And that's basically Beachbody. It's the little things that you do every day that will add up over and over. And that is the vital behaviors: invite, personal development, which is where I get like any of my inspiration or quotes or anything like that. And then also being a product of the product. So, whatever you can do in order to get your Shakeology in, share about your Shakeology. If you can get your workouts in, I find that to be a bonus sometimes. And, not just inviting, but also just sharing and just reaching out to people, sharing your story, sharing your journey, and building relationships. I'm here, had to run and make my shake while I was waiting. Okay. No problem, Cynthia. Glad you're here. So yeah, it's not easy per se, but it's simple and it takes time. And as far as, Amanda and hi Amanda, I can see your face now. Amanda and I were talking one day about this, that it really seems to be that when these coaches hit like their 2-year mark, that is when it like booms. Like all of the girls that are in the top 10 and all the people that are making 20, 30, 50,000 a month, which is like insanity in my mind. And that might not be your goal. All of these girls and a small amount of men that are being super, super incredibly successful have stuck with it, and they've been consistent doing these small things over and over every day, and it's compounded up to be this, this huge growth in their business. And so it's those simple things over and over. And in addition, one of those simple things is, of course, the challenge groups. And as far as getting people in those, if you're thinking about starting one, I'm all for it. If you want to run one on your own, that is totally up to you. I have no problem with that. If you feel like you need assistance with that, I am here right behind you to support you, and I will help you with that, no problem. If you have questions about that, if you want more info on how to run one or, whatever, let me know. I can work on that with you. And also, I know I was telling Cynthia that I was working on a 30-day challenge group. I think Christina too, I had said something in our one page. I'm working on a script for that. So I will get that to you guys as soon as I'm done with it, because I kind of just started on my own and just made a bunch of stuff up when I first started. And so now that I've done like 3 or 4 challenge groups, I'm learning with everyone. And I actually had the opportunity to run one right now with Lauren Penrose, Deidre's sister-in-law. And it's really been awesome to learn a lot of stuff. She has a lot of good tips and pointers, and she posts some cool stuff. So it's been nice to learn, and I will be happy to share that with all of you guys. Deidre said she posts a lot of whatever she's feeling for that day, but I do that too. But I know that some days I'm just like, I have no idea what to say right now, like as far as my own personal posts for like motivation. So I'll put that together, and you guys can look at those and pick and choose what you want to use from them. It doesn't have to be a set script. Regarding the holidays, I'm going to say that I'm obviously new. I started in August, and a lot of you guys started in the end of September and mid-October, end of October. And I really feel like this is a really hard time to have just started this business, because it's the holidays. Nobody wants to spend money. Everybody wants to stuff their faces. It is really, I do honestly think it might be a tough time for us, but it's the matter of sticking it out and pushing through this time. Because if you are building those relationships right now, and you are getting it out right now that this is your lifestyle and this is what you're doing and these are your goals, and you're sharing that with people, then come January, when everyone wants to jump on the wagon, they're going to be asking you. But if they don't know that you're doing this, and they don't know that you're running challenge groups and you're supporting people and you're eating healthy and you're cooking clean and you're doing your workouts and drinking your Shakeology, then they're not going to come to you, because they have no clue. They're going to go to somebody else. They're going to come to me. No, I'm just kidding. But they're going to come to somebody else, because there are 380,000 Beachbody coaches in the world. Well, the United States and Canada, I guess. Supposedly it's not in other countries. But anyway, they're going to go to somebody else who is going to help them. They're going to go to a gym down the road, or whatever it may be. They're going to go to a personal trainer that's somewhere else, or whatever, when they could be coming to us and learning clean eating from us, and et cetera, et cetera. So put in the work now, build those relationships now, and you will reap the benefits come next year. I promise you. And if you are consistent, granted, I can't say from experience, because I have not been in the business that long, but I do believe that probably the reason that I was able to go diamond in 44 days, and the reason that I hit Success Club 46 in September, is because people knew that had already been my lifestyle for however long. So they knew that they could trust me. So granted, yeah, I had that as a benefit, but it's only going to get me so far. I have to continue with it. I have to keep showing up every day and showing that every day. Another thing too that I know I need to remind myself of, because sometimes I get stressed out. I worry about, I quit my job and I got to make sure I can pay my bills. But one thing I've been finding a lot of videos on, a lot of the top coaches talk about, and you'll hear this too if you listen to the national wake up calls, is if you're doing this for the money, you're doing it for the wrong reason. And so, like I said, I have a hard time with that too, just because I do get worried. I'm like, oh crap, like we have this bill and I need to pay them, and I need to sell challenge packs because I got money. My dogs are attacking each other, sorry. Stop. But if we focus, if we focus on helping other people and we genuinely care, And if you're personally invested in this culture, the culture of healthy living, and you're sharing that with people and you genuinely care and you genuinely want them to um, to join you on that journey, then we'll reap the benefits of that. So it's kind of a balance, I guess, that we have to find. And you guys know what that culture is. I made some notes for myself of like, what is that culture? Challenge groups, challenge packs, Shakeology, working out, being a product of the product, working on yourself, personal development. Are you guys doing personal development? Christina, you are? Cynthia, yes. Amanda? Yes. Sarah? Oh, Sarah!
I'm personally developing the child.
Personally developing the child. Okay. In your car on your way to work, can you listen for like 10 minutes?
Yes, if I'm organized enough to do that.
All right. I can help you get that set up on your phone. That would be easy enough. Like once it's already on your phone, then when you get in the car, you can just hit play. And once you have it on there, that's the hardest part, is getting it set up and on there. And then once it's on there, it's easy. And I really like the Audible app because you can, the one button you can hit, like if you missed something, you can hit a 10-second reverse. Because like today, I drove down to Hagerstown today, and I was using YouTube, listening to Jim Rohn, some speech he gave in like 1981, and it was still amazing. I was like, this is awesome. Like, this was 2 years before I was born, and I'm like, this man's brilliant. But anyway, I was listening on YouTube, and I missed something that he said, and I tried to go backwards, and it's really hard. It's hard to just do that on your phone. But with the Audible app, it's nice because you can just hit that 10-second reverse. Cynthia agrees. Let me see what Cynthia's saying. It's a pain in the butt, not as good as the compound effect, but I'm listening to the power of the subconscious mind right now. Yes, I agree. Yes, I freaking love the power of your subconscious mind. I'm a little nutso, which if you know me well enough, you know that I'm a little bit of pain as in YouTube, yeah. If you know me well enough, you know that I am a little bit of a crazy person, but I'm a huge believer on the power of your subconscious mind and just the power of your mind in general. And people don't realize what you're actually capable as far as what your mind controls. But I'm not going to get into that because that could be like a whole team conference call, or maybe I'll make like a YouTube video on it and I'll be set out to, I don't know, I'll be on the red list, the government's red list or something. Okay. Ooh, one last thing. Well, two last things. Clean eating groups, free groups. Free groups are awesome because they will, one, you'll be able to find people that you didn't think about because you'll post something about running a free group, and people that you didn't realize have been seeing your posts are going to comment or message because everybody's all about free. So there, you're going to get people that way. And, they might not purchase something right away. They might not be a challenger right away, a 30-day challenger, a 21-day challenger, but they're going to be on your radar. You're going to be on their radar, and you will, you can have them sign up with a free account. So you'll have them as a customer once they do decide to do something. And also, you can ask for referrals in those groups. So like right now, I just started a 7-day free clean eating group. And if you guys have anybody that you want to put in there, please feel free. If you want to, like if you're having a conversation with somebody this week and you're like, oh, I don't know what to do with them. Like, I don't know where to go with this, and you're stuck and it just feels like the right thing to do to invite them to this free group, please feel free to do so. And, they might jump in the middle of the week or whatever, but that's okay. They can get a little taste of what the challenge groups are all about. So let me know if you guys want to do that. I'd be happy to have anybody in it. And I'm going to try and give away a couple prizes this week as well, just to keep people motivated. And it also gives you a nice 7-day span of building relationships with people. So that's awesome because they'll start to trust you. And even if you aren't comfortable, like if you're kind of new with this and you you're like, I'm not a fitness expert, I'm not a nutrition expert, that's totally fine, because that, I'm not either. So it's a learning process, but still people they'll start to trust you with that. And there's plenty of research and plenty of resources that we have at our fingertips in order to run successful free clean eating groups, even though we're not experts at it. The last thing that I wanted to say was, I know we have Christina is Emerald, and Amanda is very, very close to Emerald. And thank you, Amanda, for submitting your video. I have not received anybody's why videos yet. Just a reminder on that. It's just really important. It's not really for me, trust me. It's I want to know your why, because one, I want to get to know those of you that I don't really know. And some of you, I already know what your why is, but I want you to have a why video that you are making for yourself. And I'm just asking you to share it with me because I'm holding you accountable on that. And the reason that the why is so important is because you're always going to have to revert back to that, because I know, like with my why is working at home, staying at home with baby and not taking her to daycare. And that's huge for me because, like I was saying, I'm trying not to focus on money, but I'm trying to make sure that we're paying our bills. So if I'm struggling and I'm like, oh, I just don't feel like talking to people today, or I just don't feel like doing this or that or whatever, I have to remember, well, too bad, because you have to, because this is your why. And if you don't do these things, you're not going to fulfill that why, and you're going to fall deeper and deeper into a hole of debt and have to go back to the hospital. So so it's really important to have that why, and having that video is good for you guys to revert back to. And a lot of times your why changes, but that's okay. And so the reason I was bringing that up was because I wanted to say that I would love to, there's a couple other coaches in the Forever Fit that want to do a Push to Diamond group. So for those of you, once you are Emerald, you will be eligible to be in a Push to Diamond group. I was in a Push to Diamond group when I went Diamond, and it was nice to be a part of that. And actually, another really awesome thing about the Push to Diamond group that I was in, we purchased the 30-Day Push book with Chalene Johnson, and we followed along with that as like our homework. So if it's up to me, I would say that's what we're going to do in this next one. I'll ask the other coaches what their opinions are, but I think it's a great way to do it. And it's really just small, simple little homework assignments each day. And it's a lot about like goal setting and stuff like that. But we purchased that book, and then we did a $20 pay-in to be in the group. And the agreement was that all that money went in a pot, and whoever met their goal in that group, whether it was Diamond and above. So you could either go Diamond or 1-star Diamond, 2-star Diamond, etc. If you met your goal, then everybody that met their goal got all that money divided among them. So I know for the group that I was in, we had like 65 people in it. Everybody paid $20, and then there were like, I don't know, like 8 people or something that met their goal. So I ended up leaving that group with $230. I was like, sweet, I can pay a bill with that. So, if we do something like that, that's always a nice incentive, because it's like, okay, $20, I think I can pay $20 to push myself. And then if you're one of the people that reach your goal, boom, extra money in your pocket. So let me know if you are Emerald or above about doing that group, and we will look to maybe start one here in a little bit, in a couple weeks. And if you are close to Emerald, then that would be an awesome time to go Emerald, which all of you, if you're not Emerald, you are close to Emerald, because that is only 2 people, and you can do it. I know all of you can do it. Right, Amanda? That's only 1 person for you. Brittany, she's not on here, but that's only 1 person for her. Sarah, that's only 2 people for you. It's not that much. That's your mom and your sister. Or your dad and your sister. Your dad would totally do it. And Cynthia is going to be Emerald this week. All right. Hang on a second. So Cynthia is going to be Emerald this week, and Amanda's going to be Emerald this week because she already told me that. Boom. All right. Question, how do you choose what groups you follow? I don't want to make excuses, but I work full time and I'm having a hard time following all of the groups. I will be Emerald this week. That is a great question because, one, I'm really bad at homework and reading, so I was really bad at following my push group. I did it on my own. Like, I'm not going to lie. I was just like, I don't know. I have to do it on my own. I can't focus on homework and reading a book. So I'll have to admit that to you guys. As far as following the groups, that's kind of a personal preference on what you find is important. I am in Melanie's dream team. I never go in there, like, ever. I'm in the Forever Fit page. I pretty much never go in there. I'm in Deidre's personally sponsored page. I pretty much never go in there. I'm in her Forever Fit Diamond group. I sometimes go in there. And now we have the November Fall Classic group with Christina, Cynthia, and I. And I mean, I try to post in there like once a day, maybe if I can. But to be honest with you, Cynthia, if that's bothersome to you or if that's too much for you, then no biggie. Like, don't worry about it because as of now, I haven't really been posting that much in there. So as far as like groups to follow, I would focus on check in the team page if you can once a day. And well, check it. So she says it's so much checking in on all the pages. I would, if I were you, like I was saying, I don't check in the Forever Fit pages, like rarely ever. Like I'll check in on Thursday so I can get the link to the team call and that's it. So I don't check in on all that stuff either. So I check in on my challengers. I support my challengers. And then I post stuff in our team page. And that's pretty much it. So really, like as of right now, Cynthia, there shouldn't be a whole lot that you're checking in on. I would check in on our team page and then the November Fall Classic page. And other than that, I mean, we have the Commit to Fit lifestyle page. If that's too much for you and it's not helping you hold yourself accountable, I'm not going to be offended if you're not checking in and telling me your 3s and 4s and 5s of the day and all that kind of stuff. If you know that you're on that and you've got that and you're good with your water and Shakeology and stuff, then, go for it. No biggie. Don't check in on that because that's another thing too. I don't check in on any of those. Like when I first started, I was never in a challenge group and I didn't check in and tell anybody that I was doing my workouts and my water and all that kind of stuff. I kind of use my challenge groups myself to hold me accountable, even though I'm kind of bad at checking in all the time on that too and giving my like 4s and 5s. I do look at them once a week if I can, and I try to watch videos, but then I'm taking away from my time available to reach out to people. Well, set a schedule. Do you have a set schedule, like a very specific one where this is my time to watch videos and this is my time to invite or relationship build? Okay, that's what you need to do. You need to make a specific schedule for that time. Like for me, in the beginning, I had to limit myself to watching videos. I was like, nope, you're only allowed to watch 1 video a day, and that's right before bed, and that's it. Like, because I would just lay there in bed and watch videos until like 2, 3 in the morning. So I was like, no, we can't keep doing this. So limit yourself or set yourself a specific schedule. That's really important because that's going to help you with your time management too. Does anybody have any questions? Any other questions? You're welcome, Cynthia. Amanda? Are you good?
I do, but I can't remember. I know there was something I wanted to say or ask you or something, and I'm having a brain fart right now.
Are you in your car hiding from your children?
Yvonne is at her youth group thing that I have to stick around here for an hour.
Oh, okay.
It's funny. It's a good place though, huh?
Well, I see that a lot actually, like on the Forever Fit calls. Like a lot of the girls will be like, I'm in my car hiding in my driveway. I'd have to get away from my dog. Christina, are you okay? Do you have any questions about anything? Or if you did, maybe you can't talk right now. You don't want to wake up the baby. You're good for now. It's okay. You don't have to one-handed chicken peck.
I remember.
Okay.
Okay, so the other day I saw on Deidre's team page the Forever Fit,
Mhm.
right? On not to get discouraged whenever your coaches or whatnot are going away or quitting. Like for like the top coaches, do they ever have to worry about that? You know, with coaches and them falling down, or like how high do you have to be to not worry about that anymore?
Oh, you mean like, okay, so say like I'm 2-star diamond and I don't, like if I lose coaches underneath me, I lose that rank. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Well, depending on, let me throw him outside. So, that kind of depends. Like, I would say you always have to worry about that. It depends what your goals are and where you want to be and how high you want to go and what rank you want to be at. Because, like, right now, I am always worried. I shouldn't say always worried, but I am every week continually checking my back office a couple times a week, checking my back office, seeing if anybody's dropping off and canceling their shakes or canceling their coaching, because I have to have 4 coaches on each side in addition to keeping John and my mom Emerald. Now I have Christina Emerald as well, so as long as 2 of them continue to be Emerald and I have 4 coaches on each side, then I'm going to stay at Diamond. But I have to keep track of that because I don't know if I told you the week of the Super Saturday, I had some girl cancel her whole thing.
Yeah.
And she was under my mom, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom lost Emerald, so I technically lost Diamond. And I was like, what the? Like, it just happened like that. She messaged me and was like, I canceled all my stuff. And I was like, ah, what? And they used to give you a grace period, and now they don't give you that. So somebody woke up. So, yeah, I mean, it's not that you want to worry about it, but you do have to keep your eye on your discount coaches as well and all of that.
Okay.
Somebody just woke up and is screaming. I will be right back. Oh, not happy. Cynthia was talking to Daniel, her husband, about what if someone like Dee lost a downline that had downlines. Like if she lost me, what would happen to you? When would I then have her as my upline? If I quit, yes, Deidre would be your upline. Yeah. And that would mean that I think if Cynthia went diamond, then that would be diamond for Deidre. So, because I know this lady that we know, a mutual person, Jen, she's in our area in Chambersburg. She was a coach, but then she quit. So whoever she had under her automatically went to Deidre. So you end up getting all of their volume, or if they're a customer or whatever, you get everything under you as if you would have signed them. So yeah, if I left you guys, you would all go to Deidre, but that's not going to happen. So talk this crazy talk, Cynthia. I'm in it to win it, right? All right. Any other questions, ladies? Okay. All right. We are all here together to help people change. That is right, Cynthia. All right, guys. Well, I will let you go before. Love you too, Cynthia. Good night and happy birthday. I'll let you ladies go unless there's anything else. Sarah, do you have any questions or anything?
No, just dealing with the baby.
Hi, baby. All right, ladies, have a good night, and I will see you Thursday if you're available at 8:30 for the Forever Fit call. And I also am scheduling to have Michael, why can't I think of his last name? One of the male coaches. I'm going to have him talk on one of our team calls about personal development. So I don't know if that'll be next week or the week after, but we're going to work on scheduling that so you guys can hear from someone other than me. All right. Thanks.
Kayla,
Yes.
can you send me real quick different PD things other than the compound?
There are a couple files in the Commit to Fit file section. Do you know where I mean? Yeah, there is, if you start at the bottom, go all the way down to the bottom and check. There's like 2 or 3 files of stuff. And I try to give you guys the free examples as well, because I'm all about free.
Yeah, okay. All right, honey.
Okay. Yes, Michael Gowan, Cynthia. Thank you, Michael Gowan. All right, guys, have a good night, and I am available if a question pops in your head. Okay, bye.
Good night.